Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Monday, the 11th of September 2023. In today's Mill news, this popped up. I don't know. I'm not sure about this. What do you think? This is from londonnewsonline.co.uk, South London Press's online website. Millwall boss will have absolutely no qualms about starting Bielkowski against Leeds if Sarkic misses out. Millwall manager Rowett said he will have absolutely no qualms about putting Bart Bielkowski back in goal. First choice Matija Sarkic misses out on facing Leeds United this weekend. Montenegro international Sarkic sat out his country's Euro 2024 qualifier last Thursday due to a quad problem. So another quad problem in the squad. The Lions host Leeds on Sunday in a Sky Sports televised lunchtime clash. Bielkowski and Conal Truman are the two senior stoppers definitely available for selection. Matty picked up a quad injury in the week leading up to the Birmingham game, Bart told the South London Press. He got through the game fine, but felt sore off the back of it. So he's playing through a minor injury. We're assessing that and trying to work out if it's a short-term injury or something a little bit more sinister. Hopefully it's not too serious. It's disappointing he's felt with, because his form has been excellent. Saving the penalty against Birmingham was an additional moment where you can see the quality that he has. Bielkowski started for Millwall in the EFL Cup defeat to Reading in August. And Rowett said, I have two very good goalkeepers at very different stages of their career, said Rowett. Young Connell is a really good keeper. I think will get better and better. He will really start to keep the other keepers at the club on their toes, because he's hungry to be a first to be a number two and then number one in his own right. So that's interesting. Look, I don't know if Gary Rowett was in a bad mood and he's just blindly insulting people without realizing it. So he's saying he's got two very good goalkeepers at the club, but we have three goalkeepers. He then says Conal Truman. He says, I'm sure he's hungry to be a number two, and then eventually a number one. So he's firmly saying he's not good enough to be a number two right now. So he's definitely a number three. It's like, Jesus Christ. I mean, have you thought about doing wedding speeches, Gary Rowett? Jesus. Bart has been a safe pair of hands for this football club for a long time. Towards the end of last season, I had a really difficult debate on which goalkeeper to pick. Did I go for the experience of Bart? And that was always on my mind. If Bart plays, then I'll have absolutely no qualms whatsoever about putting him back in as a number one. I think he's a step up. He's the type of player who will be desperate to show what he's all about once more, like he has done so many times in the Millwall shirt. I'll be really confident with Bart's ability and Bart's character. He's a great guy. So this is kind of weird. Sounds like Bart might be playing on Sunday, and Gary Rowett's trying to hype him up. It's like, oh yeah, he's great. Oh, I didn't want to drop him before, you know. It was just, it was a toss-up between him and the other guy, and I just went with the other guy, you know. What's his name? He's gone now. Oh yeah, George Long, yeah. This is just a bizarre interview. He's shitting all over Conal Truman, saying he's a number three, and he has aspirations. Maybe one day, the geezer's like 28. How long are you going to wait, man? How long is it going to be? Maybe one day he can be a number two. And Bart was okay. He's obviously he was out for a long time. So he's had the cobwebs on him. He had to blow him off for this Reading game, but that game was really bad, and he was really bad in that game. But damn. So you would think that if he gets his eye in and he has a run of games, he might be able to get a little bit better. But I think certainly his heyday's gone. His peak has passed. He's not where it's at. And you would think that he kind of weird that they gave him a new contract at the end of last season. I thought they might have been letting him go, but they re-signed him. Just bizarre. It's bizarre how we're managing the keepers. And I think Gary Rowett's just leaving that to Andy Marshall, and I think he might be the one who's creating this chaos. And then Gary Rowett comes in and is like, oh no, I wanted this, I wanted that, and then they end up spending all this money on the new keeper to come in, and George Long throws his toys out the pram and he's off. Seems like Gary Rowett doesn't really get involved with the goalkeeper and leaves it to the other guy, but then he comes along every couple of months or so and says, "Oh no, actually, what's going on? Oh no, do this, do that," and then everything's thrown up in the air and everyone gets a bit upset about it. I don't know, but absolutely bizarre quotes here from Gary Rowett, and it does seem like he's puffing up Bart. Bart might have to play on Sunday. So obviously you're trying to give him some confidence, but I mean, Jesus. Now, it was match day today. Under 21s. They played out a 6-goal thriller. They drew away at Birmingham City. So, yeah, a really exciting game. Ding dong game went. It says that in the story, actually. So, this is from Mill's official website, millfc.co.uk. Mill under 21s drew 3-3 with Birmingham City Professional Development League on Monday afternoon in a ding-dong affair at the Blues Wast Hill training ground. The Lions fell behind on 27 minutes as Josh Home scored directly from a corner kick. Well, that's not good. Who was in goal for that? Hopefully not Connell Truman. Tom Leahy, however, equalised 5 minutes later before Ray's Bangora Williams put Kevin Nugent's side in front in 10 minutes into the second half. So Millwall went into the lead after being down. A mad 5 minutes saw Millwall go from 2-1 up to 3-2 down. So Millwall go back into being down after being 2-1 up. Though as a quick fire double from Romeo Donovan and Junior Dixon put the hosts back in front. That's Birmingham players. However, Kamal Grant, we were speaking about him just the other day in the Kinetic Academy, a Kinetic Academy graduate. Kamal Grant's goal 20 minutes from time ensured they share up the spoils. Not only that, but Millwall, as they do, were going right up to the end of the game and just unlucky not to nick it at the end. Next up for Mill's under 21s is a trip to Cardiff City on Tuesday, the 26th of September. And the Mill team was as follows: Waddy, Walker, Smith, Ollie Evans, Grant, Adam Maliki, Massey, Cotton, Bangora Williams, Hearn, and Leahy. And the subs were George Evans, only one now. There's only one George Evans. Stevenson, Howland, Horsley Mackay, that's one player, and Baker. It doesn't tell us who the subs were, but I think Baker got on. I think Stevenson got on. I think there was only 2 subs, not too sure. But yeah, so Millwall were losing 1-0. They go 2-1 up. Then they go 3-2 down, and then they could pull it back to equalise 3-3. So absolutely crazy games. Some crazy games in the underage teams. Under 18s lost at the weekend 5-3 to Crewe Alexandra. So crazy stuff in the youth league. I guess it's because of the weather. I suppose I don't know why all these goals are going in. Even in the Premier League, there's like a lot of goals going in. Maybe it's the new rules and stuff. Maybe the players who were moaning about all this extra time were right about that, and it is having an effect on stamina and fitness and whatever. Don't know. Still a bit too early for that, I think. It's only a month in, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. So obviously Monday, Loanwatch. Mill loanees enjoy weekend victories. This is from millfc.co.uk. Abdul Malik made his Wildstone debut this past weekend. The under-21 striker played 68 minutes for his new club as they defeated Ebbsfleet United 2-1 in the Vanarama National League before being replaced by Olafula Olamola. Chinockley and Bromley, meanwhile, continued their solid start to the campaign by defeating Maidenhead United 4-1 in the Kent Sunshine. Forming a partnership with Byron Webster at the back, Ockley played the full 90 minutes as the Ravens eased to a success courtesy of a strike from Michael Cheek, Louis Dennis, and Sam Woods. Elsewhere, Nana Boateng stepped off the bench to play the final 5 minutes of Woking's 1-1 draw with Solihull Moors. Joe Wright was the unused substitute in Salford City's 2-1 home loss to Walsall, and Alex Mitchell enjoyed a weekend off as Lincoln City's game with Oxford United was postponed due to international call-ups. And these are the fixtures that are coming up for the players this week, the 5 players that are out on loan. See Mill playing on Sunday. Sunday morning. So you might be able to get to a few of these, although the only one, or there's two in the London area, Bromley, at home to Oldham Athletic. Remember them? Did they win the FA Cup, or did they get to the FA Cup final? Now they're in the National League playing Bromley. Wealdstone versus Altrincham. So there you go. These are the under 21s game coming up. Now internationals still going on. I think we've got the last one being played tomorrow. Tomorrow on Tuesday, Maku's maybe playing against San Marino, and Kevin Nisbet may or may not be playing against England. So, but today on Monday, we had two playing. We had Tom Bradshaw, who came on as Wales beat Latvia 2-0. Bradshaw didn't have much to do. I think he was just positioning wise and running people down. Came on the 86th minute of a 97th minute game, and he had 2 touches of the ball, which got him a 6.1 rating from WhoScored.com. So I guess this website kind of starts you off at 6, and if you do bad things, it takes you down. If you do good things, it bumps your score up. So maybe that's how that works. I don't know. But yeah, 6.1, 2 touches of the ball in 10 minutes of football. There you go. And Wales needed to win that game, and they need to win a few more as well, I think. But that's how it goes. Shall we have a look and see how Wales are doing? Does it matter? Do we care? Don't know. So where are they? Oh, you can see Latvia, the wooden spoon, Whipping Boys. Played 5, lost all of them. And then we've got Wales and Armenia on 7 points, Croatia and Turkey on 10. So it's going to be tough for Wales to get out of this group. Looks like they got 3 more games to go, 8 games looks like, so not going to be easy. Now moving on to the other player who played today. Well, he didn't play, he was involved. Luxembourg under 21s versus England under 21s. This is a match report from EnglandFootball.com, but I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to go down to the teams and show you that substitutes not used was number 12, Brooke Norton-Cuffy. So there you go, Norton-Cuffy in the squad, but not used, which is kind of good for us. Doesn't get injured. So there you go. Now finishing today's video with this, new stadium tour dates are on sale. This is also from the club's official website. A new batch of stadium tour dates are now on sale. Step into Millwall history. 30 years old now. Experience the magic within. Walk the path many Lions legends have taken to feel the passion in SC16 on one of our 1-hour guided tours. Den is one of the most iconic football stadiums in England, making it the perfect place to learn all about the colourful history and heritage of Millwall Football Club. The guided tour will start in the executive lounge, before stopping off at various different locations in the stadium, such as the director's box, press area, and Paul Jiggins Media Suite. The tour is rounded off by taking the players' walk from the dressing room through the tunnel and out to the dugouts. The experience cannot end without making sure you grab a picture next to Gary Rowett's seat. And these are the tour dates that are now on sale. Wednesday the 20th, Rotherham United, that's before that game, 3 p.m. That is Friday the 22nd, and Monday the 25th, both of them at 1 p.m. Is it a half term that week? I don't know. Is there an half term coming up? Then Saturday the 30th, that one's sold out. That's Swansea City pre-match, and then the whole City pre-match one is still going. Saturday the 7th. It's kind of weird that the Swansea ones. I don't know why is the Swansea one sold out. I don't know why. Kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe that week is a half term week. I don't know. Because they got basically 3 that week. Friday, 1 p.m. and then 2 the following week. So maybe I don't know. So yeah, here's the prices and whatnot, and contact details if you want to get involved. So there you go. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.